Is the World Cup a good metric for clubs to buy players? The World Cup is the biggest sporting event in the world. A moment to change your life forever. All eyes on you. Many players have turned up and displayed a campaign that single-handedly changed their careers. Some have gone on and become world beaters, such as Mesut Ozil, Thomas Muller, Paul Pogba. But some with high potential look like a shell at a new club, like James Rodriguez, Hadji Diouf, Amrabat, and many more. But why? Why do players play the tournament of their lives that end up flopping the minute they enter into Europe? Club football and international football are two different worlds. Representing one's country on the world stage is a significant honor. Players are motivated to give their best to their country. Think about everyone from your country is watching. Friends, family, people you went to school with, everyone is cheering for you. For many, representing their country is a dream come true. Wearing the national team colors and hearing the national anthem played in a stadium filled with fans can be an emotional, powerful experience. This deep emotional connection to their country can drive players to that next level, putting their best effort possible. Performing well in front of the global audience can open up numerous career opportunities for players. Scouts and representatives from top football clubs around the world watch the World Cup religiously, closely looking for talent to recruit. A standout performance can lead to a lucrative contract, transfer to some of the biggest clubs, and increase marketability. Success in the World Cup can turn players into international stars. They gain recognition not only in their homeland but also worldwide. This fame can lead to various opportunities beyond football, such as media appearances, commercial ventures. In the age of social media, players' performances are shared, discussed, and celebrated across platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. A great performance can result in a surge of following, boosting their influence and reach globally. An example is Jokin's son, who scored 2 goals for his Ghana and got around 1 million followers after the game. Or Richarlison, after scoring that bicycle kick, got around 3 million followers. The World Cup is a competition that comes every 4 years. The stakes are at an all-time high with the world watching. Players realize how big this opportunity is, so they try to take this chance to change their lives forever. 2 players coined with the World Cup tax is James Rodriguez and Hadji Diouf. James Rodriguez was a great talent at Monaco, but that 2014 campaign turned him into a superstar overnight. The whole world knew his name.
James! My word, this boy's a star!
He got his dream move to Real Madrid for 60 million. Which in hindsight wasn't really the best move for him. Madrid sold their number 10 in Mesut Ozil in the summer of 2013, won the Champions League with Di Maria playing as a center mid in a 4-3-3. Following the summer, Di Maria was sold and Kroos was brought in to play in that midfield position. James was bought too, but why? Not a center mid, even less so than Di Maria, not fast enough to be a rotational winger with Bale and Ronaldo. His best position didn't exist in a 4-3-3 under Carlos Ancelotti, and later with Zinedine Zidane, who based his midfield around Modric, Casemiro, and Kroos. To me, it felt like a Galactico type of signing from Perez. The young star moved to Madrid as the 4th highest transfer fee at the time. However, his potential was never blossomed with the La Liga club. His first season was by far the best, finding the back of the net 13 times, providing 13 assists in the league as Madrid finished 2nd place to rivals Barcelona. James was named as the league's best midfielder. Throughout the 2 seasons, James saw his playing time diminished, therefore his production decreased, competing with the likes of Toni Kroos and Isco for a starting position. The result was a loan request at the end of the 2016-17 season. Ahead of the 2017-18 season, Bayern Munich announced that they signed the Colombian to a 2-year loan deal, reuniting with his first Real Madrid manager in Carlos Ancelotti, providing 29 goal contribution in 43 games across 2 years. But it wasn't enough for the German club to make the permanent deal. In his return to Madrid, James played just 8 games for Los Blancos, as his time with the club came to an end after the 2019-2020 La Liga season, with him and Zinedine Zidane not being on the same page for most of his Madrid career. James Rodriguez joined Everton for a free transfer played under Carlos Ancelotti, which is still one of the most strangest sights I've seen in football. He made 23 appearances with 6 goals and 4 assists. After Ancelotti returned to Madrid, James also left. He left to Qatar and Greece, but struggled to make an impact, leaving both clubs after 1 season. Now at 32, he's returned to South America to play for the Brazilian club São Paulo. He's had a comeback recently in the 2014 Copa America, coming 2nd place and winning the best player of the tournament, scoring a goal and 6 assists. So hopefully we're able to see a redemption story for James. Someone not lucky for a redemption story is Hadji Diouf, football's bad boy. Hadji Diouf is a hero in Senegal. Everywhere he goes, he's mobbed by fans, both young and old. His countrymen are still grateful for a stellar role he played during the 2002 World Cup in Japan and South Korea. But in England, he is remembered more for his antics than his football talent. Take it back to early June 2002, he was reportedly linked to Liverpool. The news initially broke following his man of the match performance in the opening FIFA World Cup group game versus France, which ended 1-0. France who were defending World Cup champions and Euro champions and one of the favourites to win the tournament. He continued impressing performances in the World Cup for Senegal, where they reached the quarterfinals. This campaign led to much excitement prior to his arrival in England. Diouf was the striker that Liverpool fans hoped would take him to the Premier League title from Arsenal, after Liverpool had finished in second place the previous season. Diouf won praises for his early games for Liverpool, including his first game at Anfield where he scored 2 goals for the club in a 3-0 win against Southampton. He started the 2003 Football League Cup final as Liverpool defeated Manchester United. Started off so great, but Liverpool fans had to wait until March 2003 for Diouf's next goal for Liverpool. Next game, Diouf played in the Europa Cup match against Celtics at Parkhead, which finished 1-1. The match marked a watershed in his career. In the 87th minute, he spat on a Celtic fan, causing crowd disturbance and Diouf to be interviewed by the police. He received a 2-match ban and was fined 2-week wages with Liverpool, making a donation of £60,000 to a Glasgow's charity of Celtic's choice. Diouf failed to score for the remainder of the 2002-2003 season, or at all in the 2003-2004 season, which saw him picked up 13 yellow cards and 1 red card. By then he became unpopular due to his lack of goals and attitude. Jamie Carragher said he has one of the worst strike rates of any forward in Liverpool's history. He's the only number 9 to ever go an entire season without scoring. In fact, he's probably the only number 9 of any club to do that. He's also last to be picked in training. Several times during his Premier League days, Diouf was accused of spitting at fans and opponent players. On September 20th, 2009, Diouf was questioned by police after the allegation that he made a racial slur to a ball boy during a match at Everton, telling him to F off white boy. In April 2010, Diouf was arrested and charged with motoring offence in Manchester. On January 8, 2011, following Blackburn's 1-0 win over Queen Park Rangers in the FA Cup third round, QPR manager Neil Warnock accused Diouf of taunting a player while he was laying down on the pitch with a broken leg and referring to Diouf as a lower than a sewer rat. On July 15, 2012, Diouf and 5 other men were arrested following reports of a nightclub brawl in Manchester. 1 man was seriously injured and Diouf was bailed for a week. On April 27, 2013, Diouf was shown a controversial red card at Ellen Road after making offensive gestures toward Brighton away fans. One of the most disliked players of his generation, Hadji Diouf was a byproduct of the term World Cup tax. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.